Welcome to Sydney Olympic Park on this very fine winter's afternoon for round 10 games in the Sydney Hockey Premier League men's competition. This is Craig Turner. I will be providing commentary this afternoon. We're starting with the PL2 game between Sutherland and Norwest Strikers Baulkham Hills. And that game looks to be underway in just a couple of minutes. So the two teams come into this round with quite different situations. Sutherland last week had a 1-1 draw with Briars, which put them in, kept them in 7th position on the table with 8 points. Norwest Strikers, they had a win last week, 7-4 against Glebe, and they're in 2nd position on the table with 18 points. So Norwest Strikers right at the top of the table, or near the top of the table, and with a good performance record to date. Sutherland, they've struggled. They've had a couple of wins, but they've struggled to be consistent this year. Very young team at Sutherland. I'm sure they'll get better as the season progresses, but a big challenge for them here this afternoon against Norwest Strikers, that's for sure. But conditions are excellent for this round 10 game at Sydney Olympic Park. Fine conditions. So we'll have a look at the Sutherland team lineup just before they come out on the field. You can see there Daniel Bryant in goals, Brendan Sharp captain and coach. In the striker line, Isaac Olsen, Toby Jennings, Matt Vine, Oliver Turner, Chris Goodman, Matthew Thompson, Cooper Jones, Aidan Taylor, Lewis Olsen, Justin Murray and Matt Quinlivan make up the squad for this afternoon. Brendan Sharp the coach, and he's out there probably looking to take the hit off. Apologies, we don't have a team list for Norwest Strikers for this afternoon, so we will try and make do. So Sutherland in the blue, running right to left on your screen. Just waiting for a ball to get onto the pitch. It's on its way. And so we're away in this round 10 game, Sutherland versus Norwest Strikers, PL2. It's like Isaac Olsen having a go in the defence this week. Fair change for him. Norwest looking wide. Got a free hit there off a Matthew Thompson foot, just inside the 25. So Harrison Cook with the ball. Craig Campbell on the left sideline for Norwest. Evades Chris Goodman there, carrying the ball to the D inside. Threw that too far to get the penalty. So Sutherland able to come away. Lewis Olsen now with the ball. 45-degree pass the inside, easily cut off, but Justin Murray was able to pick it up. This pass just over the sideline. Good little deflection there from Brett Griffin. Daniel Bryant had to make the clearance. Toby Whitten on his shoulder. Good tackle there from Aidan Taylor. Needs to possess this ball. Free hit against. Kiffin again with the ball. Gets the ball into the D. Across a lot of open space there. No one got on the end of it for Norwest, but good circle penetration there. Isaac Olsen will restart from the sideline. Harrison Cook able to get between Murray and Thompson there and pick that ball up. Sutherland with a fairly high press here. Got 3 strikers up high, but the ball over the top gets behind the striker line. And Norwest attack again. Toby Whitten, ball into the D. Isaac Olsen cleans up. Well done by him. And cover defence. Great ball down the sideline to Brendan Sharp. Infield to Matt Thompson. He's got Matt Vine wide of him. Thompson again with the ball. He's looking to try and get... Yes, he has. He's been able to work a penalty corner there. So good patience there at the top of the D from Sutherland. They didn't get the shot, but got the next best thing with the penalty corner. And the first penalty corner of the game goes to Sutherland. And really, that's a good result from their first circle penetration. Brendan Sharp with the ball on the back line. A couple of batteries at the top. Lewis Olsen. Got that one, and into the legs of the oncoming defender, so another penalty corner. So Matt Vine on the left battery, Lewis Olsen on the right. This time to Matt Vine, not trapped dead by Toby Jennings, but the ball into the D was felled nicely to Brendan Sharp. So you can see the replay here. Toby Jennings passing the ball into the D, and Brendan Sharp from just in front of the goalkeeper. Perfect position there. Stayed low and knocked the ball into the goalkeeper's left corner. So good start for Sutherland. Goal to Brendan Sharp off their first penalty corner set. And Sutherland have got the first goal on the board. Sutherland keeping their press nice and high, so they're keeping Norwest back. Now they've gone wide, looking for a ball down the sideline. Keeper Jones able to cut that one out. Better possession for Northwest from the sideline. Transfer there to the right. Sutherland move across to cut the down, so Northwest are forced to go back into the centre. That ball was within Craig Campbell's reach, but I think he was looking for Toby Whitten to pick that up further down the line. In the end, it just went over the sideline. So good possession for Sutherland. They can reset. Sutherland got some good stretch in their striker line. They've got 2 of their strikers up in the D. So that keeps 2 of Northwest defenders back in their 25. Opens up the space in the third quarter of the field. Toby Jennings bringing it forward now. That was a dangerous miss pass there. Isaac Olsen forced into cover defence again. Free hit to Norwest just outside the 25. Good tackle there from Olsen. Brings the ball away. Falls to Matt Vine. Got Matt Thompson inside, running really fast. Back to Vine again. Looks wide to Sharp. Cooper Jones on that ball. This is where Sutherland need a shot from Vine. And just wide. Just hit the sideboard there with that shot. He really made good contact with that ball. Bouncing ball. So Sutherland dangerous there. Good work by Cooper Jones getting across there to stop the easy pass forward. Olsen again with the ball out wide. Finds Goodman out on the sideline. And go back to Olsen. Back to Goodman again. Stuart Fletcher able to take that ball off him, and good control by him. So Norwest try and reset through their deep defender. Matt Thompson taking that ball in now with Justin Murray. He's got good control there, trying to find a penalty corner, but Norwest equal to the task. And they come away. All there up off Toby Jennings' stick into the face of the Norwest striker. So free hit to them just outside their Sutherland 25. Craig Campbell on the ball. Goes wide. Oliver Turner able to clean up that one. Toby Jennings through. That one's fallen through to Lewis Olsen. Got Jones out wide, but the pass went behind him. Good long overhead there. Giffen out wide, tries to get past Aidan Taylor, but Taylor was initially able to block. Giffen goes again, gets the ball across the D, but it's just come to Goodman, so another dangerous ball that was snuffed out. Just didn't find the Norwest striker on the left. Fletcher now with the ball through the midfield. He's beaten 3 so far and finds Witten. Got a long reach. Olsen able to get on a loose ball there, and he's under pressure here from Fletcher, who defends his feet really well there and able to get a turnover. And Isaac Olsen comes back again, but the umpire was playing an advantage there, which didn't come to Norwest. Campbell with the ball through. Giffen gets on the end of it. Bryant out, trying to close that one down. Norwest with the ball 3 yards out, trying to get clearance for a shot. And finally it came, and Bryant was able to clear with his right glove. So good desperation in defence there from Sutherland to shut down the shooting opportunity. Northwest were right in front of the goal, but there was just too many Sutherland defenders in front. Taylor picks that one. Well done. Some good pressure there from Norwest, and some equally strong and determined defence from Sutherland keeps them out. Olsen with the ball again on the right sideline. Looks strong down the right. Finds Lewis Olsen. Got 2 on him there, but He's beaten, well, I think he beat Cooper Smith twice there, but Smith came again and eventually got it off him. Chris Goodman trying to hold it in there. So Sutherland trying to hold the ball in Northwest's defence here. Goodman's done well there to intercept. Finds Matt Vine, Cooper Jones. Matt Vine will be disappointed at that. He had his stick hooked, couldn't play at the ball at all, and the umpire I think missed that. So some untidy stuff there, but Northwest come away. Giffen with the ball up high, beats 2, 3, and Bryant with a good clearance. Just a ball that was a bit more than trickling towards the goal. Certainly wasn't a shot. We're looking for a high striker to intercept, but Bryant got forward to it, cleared it away. So Norwest maintaining a bit more possession of the ball at this point. The last few minutes, a couple of attacks that Sutherland have held out, but Northwest have had the possession of the ball. Just a little deflection there from Goodman around Jaden Eckert's foot. So Oliver Turner with a good overhead to Lachlan Groundwater, very precise. Unfortunately, Groundwater's pass went behind Matt Thompson, but Eckhardt again, Toby Jennings across, and Olsen again in cover defence, gets the last touch. So Norwest attacking pretty consistently down their right side and working the ball across left. Taylor forward to Matt Thompson. He loses out there to Isaac Drennan. Eckert with the ball. Here goes the overhead. Well received, and Olsen's foot just outside the D. Murray challenging. And it was a good challenge. He managed to poke that ball onto the striker's foot. So that's a pretty good win for Sutherland there, deep in defence. They get the ball back and a chance to rebuild. Toby Jennings with the ball. He was harassed by Giffen, who forced a poor pass out of Jennings. And ball up off Cooper Jones' stick dangerously. So for penalty corner to Norwest. And just a minute to go in the quarter. So good opportunity for them to put pressure on Sutherland's goal. So just the one battery here for Norwest. Slight mistrap at the top and onto the back of the stick actually, so free hit to Sutherland. That's certainly a good result for Sutherland at the end of this quarter. Olsen with the ball, he's hit, ricocheted through a few players, but Jones now with it, and the buzzer beats them to it as they came forward in attack. So 1-0 to Sutherland at the end of the first quarter. We'll be back in a minute with the next quarter. So back for the second quarter in this PL2 clash, Norwest Strikers versus Sutherland. Fairly even first quarter. I would say Norwest Strikers probably had a few more circle penetrations than Sutherland, but didn't finish well in the D. There was quite a few balls that sort of went nowhere, and the one time they did have a lot of pressure on the Sutherland goal, the Sutherland defence stood firm, and Sutherland took advantage of their penalty corner opportunity and put one away. So they have the opening goal. Norwest Strikers just holding their press just in front of the halfway. Oliver Turner with that pass down the sideline looking for Brendan Sharp. Just intercepted by Harrison Cook. But Sutherland retained the ball from the sideline. This is where Sutherland need to work the ball forward quickly. Olsen with the long pass, but that was fairly easily cut out. So Giffen couldn't hold that one, and the ball comes back to Sutherland to restart from the 16. Holding the ball in the opposition quarter is a trick here for both teams. Taylor's pass there, just not well directed. Thompson couldn't reach it, and it was over the sideline before Sharp could get there. So another turnover. Sutherland marking well, making it difficult for Northwest to find a pass in the midfield. Whitten in the centre, and Thompson takes the ball from him from the loose trap. It's a good turnover for Sutherland. This is where they need to retain the ball. Turner back to Thompson. Into Goodman. He's got 3 on him, but retaining the ball. Finds Lewis Olsen on the back line. His ball goes forward now with Matt Vine. Got 2 behind him. Not able to turn there. And in the end, Norwest able to force the turnover. So Sutherland pressing high here, trying to make it difficult for Northwest to get out of their 25. They resort to the overhead down the sideline, which is effective. Unfortunately for them, over the sideline, and a Sutherland restart. So Olsen again there at right defender. Long pass across to Oliver Turner. He looks up, there's no movement in the midfield. Lots of players, Sutherland in the blue shirts, just standing and looking, and that's not what you need when you've got the ball at the back. You need a lead. Finds Taylor wide. So 2 Norwest attackers there. They're outnumbered by the Sutherland defence, but they're retaining the ball. Fletcher with a good pass straight. And Toby Whitten finally ends up with the ball there and puts the ball onto a Sutherland foot for a penalty corner. Sutherland's defence, when outletting, they've got possession of the ball, they're moving the ball, but they're not seeing much movement from the strikers and midfielders further up. They need more leads to make those passes. We'll see if that improves through the remainder of this half. Well, that was well connected at the top by Norwest, but it was reasonably well clear of the goalkeeper's left post and fairly harmless in the end. Jennings, so Turner made a move and was rewarded with a pass. Goes back to Olsen. Back to Jennings. Good ovation from Olsen. Looks long. Finds Matt Vine. Couldn't trap and looks to have turned it over. So Norwest with the ball deep in their defence. Harrison Cook goes for the overhead. Justin Murray gets infield to intercept. There was no Norwest striker player anywhere near that ball. Fine now with the ball. Takes it 5 yards. Blasts it in the D, but unfortunately lifts it. And a free hit to Norwest. So they again get the chance to relieve the pressure. Another overhead. This time well down the left sideline. Aidan Taylor across to intercept there. Olsen stick check, so he gets the penalty. Looks long. Matt Vine now with the ball. And a turnover again. So Norwest now with 3 forward. And the odds there were not good for Bryant in goals. So the mistake came up on the halfway from a Matt Vine turnover, and Northwest strikers really pounced on that. Got in behind Sutherland's defence, and Bryant was left with 3 strikers in front of him and not many options to defend. And good put away from Northwest. So they get their first goal on the board, and scores level at 1-1. Just under 10 minutes remaining in this half. Jones with the ball. Northwest holding at the halfway. So Sutherland not under pressure whilst they keep the ball in their half. Ball now with Turner. Has to retain possession here. Has to go back wide. Taylor now with the ball. Cleans up a misdirected pass. Cooper Jones on the ball, looking for a pass. Murray receives. Back to Jones. Free hit there to Northwest. They come forward. Harrison Cook out wide. Goes to the far side, and just a mistrap there by Giffen on the penalty spot. Had he been able to trap the ball, he was in a very good position there for a shot at goal. So good early ball into the D from Cook to Giffen. He put Sutherland in a very precarious situation, but they survive, and Olsen now with the ball. Finds Turner in the centre. He goes wide to Goodman. Goodman down the sideline. That's 3 good passes. Groundwater now carrying it forward. Got Olsen inside. Mistraps. Cross to Sharp. And Sharp didn't control that ball wide, so opportunity lost there. Two good tackles there from Taylor, but the third one didn't work. Ball onto his foot, and a free hit to Northwest. They come forward via the overhead, which wasn't received in the striker line, so ball over the back line and a restart for Sutherland. Jennings goes wide to Turner. Out to Olsen. down, tries to go down the sideline, but hadn't made any angle for himself, and ball went over the sideline for a Northwest restart. Fletcher with the ball, goes left, there's a lot of space there. Olsen gets the restart from the sideline. Sutherland slowly working the ball up the field. Again, they're waiting for some sort of lead out of the midfield, and the midfield's basically stationary. Turner goes wide to Goodman. He's under pressure, just drops it back to Jennings. Lifted hit there from Turner and judged dangerous by the umpire, so turn over to Norwest. Sutherland get across to try and close it in down the right side. Goodman did just that, intercepted the ball, just lost it over the sideline, so Norwest come again. Good marking from Olsen there, but not enough to retain the ball. Northwest into the D. Umpire not entirely happy with something being said back there, but it's a penalty corner. I think there were enough stick checks there. He could make a choice which one to award the penalty corner on. So just under 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. Northwest Strikers with their second penalty corner of this quarter. They looked dangerous on the last one. Let's see how they go this time. That was just to Daniel Bryant's right post. He was looking for the deflection from the injector coming in field. Pretty well placed, just missed the injector's stick. Good overhead there from Olsen. Vine with the ball. Lewis Olsen back to Vine. Gets the free hit right near the back line. Good overhead there from Isaac Olsen. Sutherland well forward in attack now. Vine with the ball. Attacks the circle again, gets the ball across. Cooper Jones was his target. It's just a bit far. Too many Northwest Strikers defenders in the way. Toby Whitten brings it forward. Under pressure, manages to retain the ball. Northwest work it down the sideline, but Harrison Cook's just run it over the sideline there. So Sutherland back in possession. Toby Jennings into Justin Murray. Back to Oliver Turner. Out wide to Aidan Taylor. To Turner. Now this is where they need to transfer quickly. So Northwest just dropping back. Isaac Olsen with the ball through, looking for Cooper Jones, making a good lead into the D, but just couldn't get his stick on it. Overhead through to the midfield, picked up by Craig Campbell. Good control by him. But he's forced back, right back deep. And Norwest try and come forward again, this time through Fletcher. Good pass infield by him to Witten. Good control from Turner there, under pressure from two. Found Olsen out wide. Goes to Goodman. Good control by him, just needs to roll it off. Under pressure of three. Finds Olsen again out wide, and he's gone infield to Lewis Olsen. Oh, that's unlucky. Unlucky there. Thought he kept her on his stick. Isaac Olsen caught upfield there, and Craig Campbell receives the ball. Toby Jennings now with the ball. That's good defence by him. Fletcher passes wide to Cook, but that ball's over the sideline. So the end of the second quarter, scores at 1-1. We'll be back after 5 minutes with the second half of this game. So we're back for the third quarter. Scores at 1-1. Sutherland with a penalty corner conversion from Brendan Sharp. And Northwest with a field goal from a counter-attack. So good ball forward there. Finds Giffen right on the back line. Toby Jennings got pressure on him. Good touch by Jennings on that ball. Justin Murray now trying to work it out. He'll need to find a penalty there. The pass through to Goodman, just wide of him. That was unfortunate. They almost managed to work it out there. So ball back with Northwest, and they'll look to come forward again. Harrison Cook restarting from the sideline into Fletcher. Goodman's got him under pressure, but he gets the ball through to Cook. Good penetrating long run along the back line there. And that ball just onto, I think the umpire must have said onto Aidan Taylor's foot. So a early penalty corner in this quarter to Northwest gives them the chance to go ahead. Came from a good pass from Fletcher through to the back line and a good penetrating run. And that's a strange one. I think the shot from the top was intended to be for the injector on the sideline, but everyone let it go and it just snuck in the right corner of the goal. So Sutherland go behind now. Down 1-2. Fairly disappointing penalty corner defence there. Olsen now taking the ball forward, finds Goodman. Olsen, the free hit just outside the 25, goes into Murray, back to Olsen. Across to Turner. Gone wide to Taylor. Good pass to Matt Thompson. Taylor tried to work it through along the back line, but was dispossessed, and Northwest get the relieving penalty. The game's still pretty much at a snail pace. There's just no running. Having said that, Northwest come forward. Well, that good opportunity there. Got the ball through, long ball through, and almost a shot from the top. Olsen with the overhead out wide to Goodman. Defender not retreating, Isaac Drennan. Goodman's ball through to Lewis Olsen wasn't trapped, so another turnover. Drennan comes forward, good intercept there from Murray. Keep the pressure on, should get the penalty there. Has done. Olsen looks down the right sideline, picked up Goodman, but didn't trap cleanly. And turn over to Northwest, so they get the chance to come out of their 25. Long overhead, Olsen able to intercept. His ball forward to Goodman. There's a difficult trap right on the sideline. Not clean, so Northwest get away with it. Good transfer forward by then. Toby Jennings was able to pick the ball off Brett Giffen's stick. Cooper Jones there under pressure. Gets the ball away quickly, that's better. Matt Vine now with the ball up high, got Lewis Olsen to his right. Now he's got to find the blue. And that pass across the D was a couple of yards in front of Brendan Sharp. Just not accurate enough to generate a shooting opportunity. Toby Jennings marking from in front, but Giffen comes back at him and takes the ball off him. Very hit there, umpire playing advantage for Northwest, so they get the ball. Another penalty just outside the 5-yard line. Drops it back to Fletcher in the centre. He'll carry it forward. And almost manufactured a shooting opportunity there for Eckhart. Cooper Jones with the ball there. Good evasion by him. Finds Vine, but not able to trap a bouncing ball. And another turnover. Drennan got Goodman on his heels. Another long pass through, so bit of a change of tactics from Northwest in this quarter. They're sending longer balls through from their deep defence. Generating a bit more possession upfield for them and a bit more pressure on Sutherland's defence. Another example there. So Northwest quite prepared to make the longer pass from the halfway line deep into the Sutherland's 25. Pass forward there from Olsen, found Goodman. Now he's got to find Turner in the centre. He's done that. Turner's carrying forward. And Jones just in behind Cook there. Terrific intercept there from Murray. Well done. Puts the ball forward to Jones. Under pressure from two, but I think he's... Oh, I thought he might have had the penalty there. The umpires conversing, but they seem unable to identify any one of the two infringements. Goodman now with the ball, carries it forward, back into Vine. Good strike forward there. Got the ball to to Sharp, who tried for the deflection, but it went between Sharp's stick and the Northwest defender high over the goal. So Northwest making easy penetration down the right, back into the centre to Fletcher. Goes left. Fletcher with the ball at the halfway. Good work from Olsen there to get in front. Jones now plays it forward to Lewis Olsen. Good little touch there. Beats the defender. Ball into Matt Vine. Got no one right of him. Fairly clumsy attempt there from Toby Whitten. I think he's going to get a card for that, and yellow card. Vine had well past him, and Whitten managed to get his stick entangled in Vine's feet. So fairly obvious infringement. So he's off for rest, and Sutherland have their first penalty corner of the quarter. A chance to pull that goal back. So two batteries, Matt Vine on the left, Lewis Olsen to the right. Keeper Jones with the injection. It's gone to Vine on the left. Gets onto it, keeps it low, and a good save from Northwest goalkeeper. Just to his right. Fletcher under pressure there from Olsen. Craig Campbell back inside to Fletcher. So 4 minutes to go in this third quarter. Northwest with the upper hand, leading 2-1. Drennan in front of Goodman. Murray helps out, and Cooper Jones poached that one. Well done. Drennan trying to pass it back to his defence, and Cooper Jones got in the way. Forces the turnover. Isaac Olsen now on the left. Down to Lewis Olsen. Really strong stick check there from Harrison Cook, but a restart from the 25 for Sutherland. Olsen cross to the right to Turner. Goes wide to Taylor. Thompson with the ball, good jink, beats two, got the ball on his stick. Looking for Jones now with the ball. Northwest strong at the back there. Managed to work the ball wide. Hoping to draw an infringement. And they've done just that. Craig Campbell down the left. Cooper Jones with some good defence. Pinches the ball. Justin Murray now coming forward. Looking infield, but Stuart Fletcher anticipated that. Jones takes it wide to Matt Thompson. Northwest adapting quickly to those transfers from Sutherland, and Sutherland didn't have any space in front, so forced to come back. Try again through Taylor on the right. Another intercept there from Northwest. And now Fletcher with the ball in the centre. Toby Jennings, Fletcher inside, finds Olsen, good pass to him, but he's not able to trap, and Northwest come away. Giffen with the ball, looking up to find another Northwest striker somewhere. Beaten Olsen. Olsen came again, but body checked him, so he's gone off with a green card. So both teams down a player. Under a minute to go of this quarter. Cooper Smith with the ball for Northwest. Murray blocks it. And Thompson able to get the ball onto Drennan's feet. So Sutherland come away. Just 30 seconds to go in this quarter. Thompson with the ball out to the right. Great tackle there from Toby Jennings. Cooper Jones with the ball down the left, and that'll be it for the quarter. So the end of the third quarter, the teams go off the pitch. Northwest Strikers leading 2-1. And Sutherland have the question of how they're going to get that goal back, and hopefully one more in this final fourth quarter. We'll be back in a minute to see if they can meet that challenge. So teams back on the pitch for the fourth and final quarter. This PL2 match. Northwest Strikers leading 2-1. So it looks like Northwest back to full strength. Sutherland still down a player for the next minute or so. Cooper Smith with the ball out wide for Northwest. A lot of space in front of him, but no Northwest striker, so he's gone back and around. Craig Campbell making a good lead there. Creates the opportunity. Ball off the Sutherland stick and over the back line. So restart from the 25. And Isaac Olsen back on the pitch, so Sutherland back to full strength. Good pass into the D there. Another long pass from just over the halfway. Found Craig Campbell at the top of the D and he went for the deflection. Fortunately for Sutherland, it's just offline, so it didn't require a save from Daniel Bryant that time. Northwest showing they're more than willing to throw these longer passes into the D. Sutherland's deep defence need to be aware of that. Fletcher bringing the ball away. Murray in front of him. Murray forcing him wide. Whitten mistrapped. Sutherland now with the ball. Lewis Olsen, good carry by him into the D. The pass was looking for Matt Thompson, but just in front of him. Thompson now got the ball through the defender's legs. Now with Justin Murray. Sutherland Nita. That's good manoeuvring by Murray. Unfortunately blocked by the Northwest striker from getting to the ball, but the umpire didn't see that, so it was play on. Isaac Olsen restarts from the sideline. Good work back from Matt Vine there to win that ball back. Unfortunately had it taken off him again. So Norwest coming forward here. Fletcher has the ball just outside the 25. Opts for a pass to the right. Harrison Cook running forward, no one in front of him. He's got all the way into the D, carries the ball along the back line. And I think that ball's fallen to Eckhart, and with no pressure on him, and just 3 yards out from the goal, and just to lift it over Daniel Bryant and into the corner. So Harrison Cook made the penetration down the right-hand side unopposed and just dropped the ball back, well placed to Jaden Eckhart, and he's converted to give Northwest a 3-1 lead with just over 12 minutes of this fourth quarter remaining. So Sutherland will have a lot of work to do now to get back into this game. They really haven't had that many shots on goal, and certainly not many that have forced a save from Northwest's goalkeeper. So perfect illustration there of the danger posed by the right defender, the outside defender going forward in attack. Harrison Cook found himself with space to move and no one following. Was able to penetrate right down to the back line and set up Jaden Eckhart with a very doable shot from just inside the penalty spot. Fletcher coming forward here under pressure from Murray. Good work by him, evades 3. Cooper Smith out wide, he's into the D now. Looking to play the ball back. Multiple appeals from Northwest strikers, and which the umpire has ignored. I think the umpires are conferring here, and so with the advice of the umpire from the opposite end, a penalty corner to Northwest. Well trapped at the top this time. Clean shot, but straight at Bryant. So he's made the initial save, and now Jennings brings the ball away. That was certainly the best execution from Northwest on their corners so far. Clean injection and trap at the top. Gave their striker a clear shot at the goal and forced a good save from Daniel Bryant. Fletcher goes wide, this time to Whitten down that right-hand side. Good pass infield, now it's Whitten along the back line. And I think the umpire said he took that one over the back line before passing it back infield. So 16 for Sutherland. Jennings out to Olsen. Infield to Turner. Manages to clean up his missed trap. Gets the ball through to Sharp. Fletcher under pressure of two, but Cooper Jones able to pick it up. Finds Lewis Olsen. Turner goes wide to Taylor. Back into Lewis Olsen. And Fletcher, an absolute brick wall there for Sutherland. Forced right back. Try and rebuild. A mistrap from Isaac Olsen and the ball over the sideline. Overhead gets through. Taylor infield looking for Murray. And Northwest showing a bit more energy now. They're down the right side again. Whitten pulls it back to the top of the D. Giffen, and shot wouldn't have been too far wide of that left upright, but not requiring a save from Bryant. Northwest have certainly come a bit alive in this fourth quarter, particularly down the right-hand side. Numerous penetrating runs down there. Cooper Jones has got a ball in the mouth or nose there. Must have stung a bit. Throws the ball forward. Northwest able to mop it up. Whitten into the centre, off Fletcher. He goes wide to Drennan. Thompson gets his stick down, wins the ball into Murray. Back with Olsen. So Sutherland, Northwest did a good job there, keeping the pressure on Sutherland, stopping them getting the ball out of that right side where they'd got the turnover. Olsen to Murray. Jennings across to Taylor. Finds Vine out wide. He's into the D. Good little jink there. And not able to find that blue stick or Northwest foot. So over the back line off, Northwest stick and a restart from the 25 to Sutherland. Just under 6 minutes remaining of fourth quarter. Jones into the D. Ball falls to Sharp. Good shot from him on the reverse stick side. And excellent pass. So Jennings across the D. Mistrap from Northwest at the top. Gave Sharp the chance. And he took full toll there with a really well-timed strike on his reverse side. Into the near corner of the goal, and Sutherland have their second on the board, now trailing 3-2, and with 5 minutes to go, still very much in this game, at least for a point. Northwest come forward again. Olsen did some good work there. Isaac Olsen with a swinging stick there. Didn't make any contact with the ball, so fairly easy decision for the umpire. Ray Campbell with the ball, looks forward. Good defence there from Olsen, stayed low, kept it out, kept his feet out of it. Goodman now with the ball, looks infield for Sharp. He looks wide to Jones. That's some good build up there from Sutherland. Jones now carrying it forward. Got Groundwater in front. Finds him. Groundwater needs to make this pass.
Stay there, mate. Stay. It'll go out. Throw it out.
Good recovery there from Northwest. Are able to close that attack down. Hayden Taylor with the ball, infield to Turner. Under pressure from two, he's lost it, and Sutherland backpedaling. Taylor just too far forward there. Fletcher across to Witten, Giffen out wide. Olsen forward. Cooper Jones now. Sutherland trying to make the ball penetrate down that left sideline. Northwest able to eventually recover. Sharp with the ball from the sideline. Just went over. Goodman now with the ball. Important pass here. Olsen almost onto it. That was an important turnover. Sutherland were very much on attack there. Goodman just couldn't make that pass accurately. Good work by Witten there. He's under lots of pressure from three Sutherland midfielders and still managed to retain the ball. Cook now out wide. Fletcher. Just now under 2 minutes remaining, so Northwest will focus on possession here. Just holding the ball out wide will be good for them, good enough for them. They want to take time off the clock. Sutherland have got it back. Vine now coming forward. Pass forward to Lewis Olsen. Another missed trap. Good turnover there from Olsen to Vine. Carries it forward. Ball in field. Good ball in there from Aidan Taylor to Matt Thompson. He's dispossessed by Drennan. And now under a minute to go. Taylor with the ball, passes it forward. Justin Murray now with the ball. Just blocked there. Not tackled, just blocked. Lewis Olsen to Taylor. And with 26 seconds to go, Giffen comes forward. And a penalty corner with 16 seconds to go. So that's the end of the opportunities for Sutherland, and they'll do their best here to keep this goal out. Ball out. All over the back line, and the game finishes Northwest defeating Sutherland 3-2 in this PL2 encounter. We'll be back in about 5 or 10 minutes with the PL1 game, Sutherland versus Northwest Strikers. Okay. So welcome to Sydney Olympic Park for round 10, PL1 game, Sutherland versus Northwest Strikers. This is Craig Turner. I'm providing commentary this afternoon on the video for this live stream for this game. I hope we've got our regular viewers in. Should be a pretty high quality and energetic game this afternoon from these two teams. Both very well performed in the Sydney competition. So if we just look at the points table at this stage of the season, after 9 rounds, Sutherland on top on 19 points, but really the top of the table, the first 4 teams, is nothing in it. So 19 points, Sutherland and University of New South Wales, then Moorebank and Northern Districts on 18, and then Ryde and Northwest on 16. So Northwest in 6th position, but really only 3 points behind first place. So very tight at the top of the table, which just reinforces the value of this game. 3 points to Northwest here puts them on 19, equal with Sutherland. So very important game for both teams. In the results from last round, you can see there that Sutherland had a cracking win down at the bottom of that list there. Sutherland had a great win over Briars, 9-0. Pretty consistent with their first round encounter. And Norwest, a very important win for them, 1-0 over Glebe. So both teams come in with a win. Sutherland with a large number of goals behind that win, so they're in good goal scoring mode, and that's reflected in their very positive goal difference. So team list for this afternoon, if we just look at Northwest first, you can see there Sean O'Brien in goals, Cody Tribe, Luke Potter, Michael Arthur, Matt McGann, Liam Alexander, Lane Carr, Michael Taylor, Isaac Farmillo, Lee Cormack, James Piper, Jaden Eckhart backing up from second, Sam Carr, Hugh Wickett and Zane Drennan. And the Sutherland list. So Nathan Ackroyd there in goals. He's had a couple of good weeks, including a very good state championships. Wade Tonner back after missing last week. Isaac McGregor, Alex Shaw on the list. Hasn't had a lot of games this year, but he's made it count when he's been there. Angus Callanan, Jack Hayes, Zach Keelan, Hayden Neal, Christian Halyard. He scored 5 last week, so he's in good goal scoring mode. Matthew Bennett, I think he had a hat-trick. Mason Neal, Scott Gubbers, Ian McClung and Isaac Olsen. So strong list there for Sutherland. A couple still out on the injury list. Blake Hernandez and Riley Lloyd in particular with injuries, and Mitch Ray also. So a few out for Sutherland, but they still feel a pretty strong team here. In fact, very strong team, and they'll be looking to do well here against Norwest. We've always had close games with Norwest, that's for sure, and I think we'll expect very similar today. So the umpires are out and the ball's in the centre, just waiting for the two teams to take the field. So Sutherland out on the pitch, Northwest about to join them. Sutherland running right to left on your screen. Sutherland have the hit off. Christian Halyard will take that. So we're away. Hayes finds Cullen out wide. He looks forward. Got Mason Neal up high. So straight away Sutherland into Northwest's 25. Plenty of Northwest defenders in front. Hayes goes left to Shaw. Covers into the D. Safely shepherded over the back line there. Hayes now carries it forward. Ball just ran off his stick, but Sutherland get another chance. So now Northwest try their outletting. Long overhead down the right side. Two Northwest strikers there. Ian McClung finishes up with it. Cullinan behind him. And he goes down the left sideline. Good touch finder. Right on the halfway. That's good transfer from Norwest. The ball down the sideline. Alex Shaw with the tackle there. Michael Arthur trying to Lee corner there for Northwest. Just getting in behind Hayden Neal on his left-hand side and doing enough to get the obstruction decision from the umpire. Trap at the top. That looked like a pretty good save from Alex Shaw on the back line. Drive across to Alexander. Good pass from Hayes there into Halyard. Looks up, he's got 3 in front. Callanan's free out to the left. Finds Bennett up high. Beautiful ball from Bennett across the D, but just behind Mason Neal. Govers. Halyard leading wide. Govers goes back to the right, finds Hayes. He'll look for McClung. Gets him on the second attempt. Hayden Neal making the lead up there. McClung restarts. Straight into Halyard. Just a loose ball was enough there for Hayes. On to Bennett. And a really good opening strike from Bennett. He just took a fraction of a second there to spot the goalkeeper's line and put it down the goalkeeper's right. Goalkeeper might have expected that one going to the far post. And Bennett put it down his right. And had enough pace on it that the goalkeeper didn't move much between Bennett's strike and the ball crashing into the backboard. So Sutherland with their first strike. Matthew Bennett gets another one on his list. Northwest taking advantage of the turnover there, counter-attacking quickly. Did enough there to get a shot, but from a fairly tight angle. Nevertheless, the ball sailed across the face of the goal. Didn't get a save. Didn't require a save from Ackroyd. Callanan with a good save there of the ball at the sideline. Halyard working it to the D. Trying to convince the umpire that he did enough there, but the umpire's right with that one, that the ball had just run out of Halyard's reach. He didn't do enough to keep at it. Great ball down the right flank there. Northwest now attacking the D, getting in. McGregor keeps the ball in front. Good work, recovery from him. And Ackroyd with a good clearance. Wide and out of the reach of the Norwest strikers. McGregor goes overhead down the sideline. Hayes with that intercept. Good speed from him. He's gone right. Bennett. Good leave by Keelan there. Bennett must have called from just behind him. Hayes with the ball just around the 5-yard spot for that penalty. Drills it across the D, and 3 Northwest strikers let that go, and unfortunately so did Angus Callanan. He got himself in a good spot there. McGregor finds Hayden Neal. Just touches the ball through to Halyard. Goalkeeper's come out and is flat on the deck. Halyard reaching for that ball. Fairly clear stick obstruction by him. So Northwest come away, surviving a pretty close encounter there. Another overhead, deep to the left side. Northwest already making good use of their overhead. Not taking the risk in running the ball through the midfield. However, this time, well, they've tried it that time, but Too many lines for Sutherland defence to get past. So Northwest, good transfer. Halyard doing a lot of work there to put pressure on out wide, prevent that attack continuing. Good movement by Sutherland's striker line in midfield there, getting across as the ball was transferred and blocking off the forward lines. Scott Covers with the ball across to McGregor. Good tackle from Hayes there. Looked forward to Halyard, but blocked. And Norwest starting to get some midfield time in possession. Northwest getting the benefit of that one, and an opportunity there. And Northwest have taken full advantage there. Ball to the top left of the circle. And really, there was just enough time there. Ackroyd down, but the ball deflected high over him and into the top of the net. So Northwest equalise, and with 5.5 minutes of this quarter remaining, back on level terms. Northwest down in Sutherland's D again. Good deflection. That required a quick save out of Ackroyd. He was equal to the task. Hayes with an overhead, but it was well short of the target, Bennett, and comfortably intercepted by Northwest defence. And McClung cleaning up there, just covering. Wade Tonner initially beaten to the ball, but McClung got in behind. So Northwest putting a lot of pressure on Sutherland here these last few minutes. Alex Shaw, ball just onto his foot. Sutherland fortunate there, ball over the sideline, so they get an easy possession from the halfway. Now with Mason Neal, needs to find Shaw out wide. Through to Keelan. Pressure from two. Good recovery from Keelan there. Alex Shaw on the ball. Hayes in the centre. Doesn't control, but neither did Northwest. So Hayes back with the ball. Pirouettes into the D. Good jink. And he'll get the penalty corner out of that one. So Sutherland with their first penalty corner for the quarter. Just under 3 minutes to go. And a lot of success from penalty corners last week. Having said that, Halyard, the Chief Destroyer, is off the field at the moment, so he's missing the opportunity. We've got Scott Govers on the left battery and Hayden Neal on the right. Comes to Govers. Got onto that one. Got it away, but wide of the left post, goalkeeper's left post. So no save required from Norwest. And Northwest come away. Good work by Ian McClung there, getting in front of the striker. First possession of the ball, so important in defence, getting to that ball first. Tangle of sticks there, McGregor came away with a penalty. Straight away to McClung, he's out wide to Hayden Neal. Ball infield to Govers. Good possession by him. McClung down the right, looking for Keelan. Don't have much space to work with there. All over the sideline, and with Northwest they take the overhead route. Excellent overhead. Gets past the last line. Into the D. Great overhead there. Pretty close to 50 yards on the fly. Pace brings it forward. Got Neal out wide, but he goes deep to Bennett. Another overhead gets Northwest out of their defence, and they carry the ball across the halfway. So free hit to Northwest, just seconds remaining in this quarter. Ball across, could have been considered dangerous because it wasn't a shot. However, the quarter ends and we're at 1-1 after a pretty exciting up and back quarter of hockey. So teams will have a chat and we'll be back in a minute with the second quarter. Teams back on the pitch for the second quarter. Plenty of opportunity at both ends in the first quarter. I'd suggest we're in for a bit of a goal fest here today. It was Lots of circle penetrations and shots on goal, so I think we'll see more of that to come. Hayes in the middle, comes forward, finds Callanan, very well positioned, into the D, looking for Bennett. The angles were fine there, and the Northwest defence just did enough to get a stick in. Excellent positioning from Callanan to receive that pass from Hayes. Almost set Bennett up with another opportunity. That overhead not long enough from Hayes. This time ball with Bennett at the top. And a mistrap there in the Northwest defence. I didn't see the Sutherland infringement, but the umpire did. Bennett desperately disappointed on that one. Govers across to Shaw. Finds McClung down the right. Into Halyard. Good receive by him. Good strength on the ball. Gets the penalty. He's looking high there for Bennett, found him, but the umpire determined there was danger in that hit. It was elevated as it went through the 25. Back to McGregor, into Callanan. He's trapped there, but Halyard able to get to it first. Ball with McClung down the sideline, looking for Mason Neal. He's able to get that. Another tangled sticks there. Free hit to Sutherland with McClung just outside the 25. Ball goes through to Mason Neal with Bennett. And I don't know how that one missed. Bennett with an opportunity there from the top of the D. Northwest need to settle in defence. A few loose players that they need to pick up. Sutherland pressing high, Hayes is up, so trying to close Northwest down. Not allow any short passes through to their midfield. McClung across to McGregor. He finds Hayes, out to McClung. Ball just over the sideline. Good work from Halyard there, forces Northwest back. Hold the ball in the midfield, then go wide. Off Callanan's stick, so Northwest retain possession from the side. Transfer from Norwest to the left. Good defensive work there from McClung. But Northwest have it from the sideline. Ball into the D. Ackroyd forced to make the clearance. Now with Callanan. Halyard with the long overhead, finds Bennett. Bennett wide on the left. Super pass from Halyard. Bennett across the D, too close to the goalkeeper that one. Unable to be cut out. Mason Neal was streaming forward. Gillen looking for and finds Halyard. Good block from Northwest on Halyard there. Alex Shaw cleans up the ball, goes back down the right sideline this time. Requires a dive in defence there to prevent the ball getting through to Cullinan. Govers into Hayes. He's got Tonner wide to the left. Goes to Halyard. Good lead from Halyard wide. Ball just eludes him. I think the umpire said, the umpires called Zach Killen for not being 5 yards from the defender when he received, but must have been a close run thing. Callanan now putting pressure. And Northwest get the ball from the 25. That's a good transfer. But Govers able to intercept. Pass into the D. Holding the ball in the D, then going wide. Keelan up to it. Just gets his stick between the player's legs. I think that was the infringement. So ball back with Norwest. So 3 Sutherland defenders there. That was enough to win the ball back. Hayes frustrated in the centre, but Northwest broke it down, which is what they need to do. Great cross lead from Mason Neal. Opened up the pass to Isaac Olsen into Mason Neal, and he's shot just wide of the post. Super lead from Mason Neal there from right to left. Took the defender with him and opened up the pass to Isaac Olsen. And then he made the transfer to Mason Neal for an excellent opportunity. So just missed the post by a whisker. Northwest working the ball through their midfield. Now they've come forward. Callanan applying back pressure, which was enough. And Wayne Tonner found Northwest foot. So Sutherland get to rebuild from their 25 now. McGregor wide to Tonner. Goes down the sideline to Keelan. He's trapped by him, but he's recovered. Now he's found Tonner. And they'll transfer out of here. Back to Alex Shaw. McGregor. Shaw again. McClung. Just got the end of Hayes' stick. Shaw cleans up. Now back to Tonner. Pass through to Tonner, but it was Halyard's foot, not his stick. So Northwest get the free. Good intercept there from Hayden Neal. Hayes with the overhead, just not far enough. Picked off by the last line of defence. Northwest come down the sideline. Drop it back to the midfield and then transferred across. Now the midfield's opened up. Good pass out wide. And in the end, not a well executed Tomer, but it was good ball movement and exploitation of a gap in through the centre. Again, Halyard's foot. So 5.5 minutes remaining in this quarter. Keelan with the ball. Can't find anyone in front, so goes back to Tonner. He'll look to the right, goes through McGregor, then Shaw. Well, needed to be Shaw. It was in front of his stick, so the back line, and Northwest failing to capitalise there. That overhead just too deep. McClung. Tried to find Neal, but intercepted. Northwest come forward. Neal out to Keelan. He's got Bennett up wide. I think Keelan was entitled to make that pass. Bennett made the lead and then pulled his lead. And the ball went sailing past. Northwest again with the overhead. Hayden Neal able to intercept. That's a good tackle from McGregor, but ball still with Northwest and McGregor again. So 2 blocks there from him. Northwest now on the right, stronger attacking position. That was a penetrating ball into the D. Almost found a Northwest striker's hit stick on the far post. That was a close one for Sutherland. Shaw finds Mason Neal. Back to Hayes, out to Tonner. He's got Keelan in front. He'll use him. Good pass by Tonner. Keelan onto the ball. He's got Halyard up there with him. And off Northwest over the back line. So back to Tonner on the 25. Tonner will use Hayes in the centre. Goes wide. Very close to Bennett. There was just a Northwest stick in the way that did enough to distract Bennett. Keelan. Northwest again looking long. The overhead again down the sideline. Northwest preferring to take their chances with a retaining possession from the long overhead than going through the midfield. Sutherland now back. Hayden Neal. And the ball had two Northwest Strikers players to beat before it had a chance of finding a Sutherland player. Halliard putting pressure on. Hayes comes away, finds Bennett. Into Keelan. Halliard's gone left. And Mason Neal puts the ball into the centre for a diving Keelan. That overhead missed and Hayes picked it up quickly. Bennett's gone forward. Goalkeeper did well to get out to that one. Second save. And Northwest worked to bring it away. So good first save from the goalkeeper there. Second shot from Bennett was very tight angle. That's a stronger overhead. Good receive. And again, Ackroyd likewise quickly out to block down the angles. Another save from Ackroyd. There's action at both ends of the field and ball into the D. Another save from Ackroyd with a second on the clock. So fairly breathless quarter there, but the scores remain at 1-1. They'll be back in 5 minutes with what should be another entertaining half of hockey.
Well, I hope you're all enjoying the coverage from Sydney Olympic Park. 1-1 at half time. Just a reminder to everybody that tomorrow is Sutherland Ladies' Day at the Sutherland Hockey Club at Sylvania. The action kicks off at 9:30 a.m. The Sutherland teams all day, culminating with the Swill games, the Sydney Women's Hockey League, at 2:30 p.m. in the afternoon, and then Sutherland 1 versus Ryde in ML3 at 4 p.m. tomorrow evening. So don't miss out. It's a big day celebrating women's hockey and women at Sutherland. Please come along and join in the fun.
Thanks, Luke. Teams coming back on the pitch. So no goals in that hectic, feverish second quarter. Team score still at 1-1, but plenty of action at both ends. So Norwest with the restart from the halfway line. Welcome to the second half. Buckle in, it's going to be exciting. Northwest working the ball down the left, but there's half a dozen Sutherland players in close proximity to the ball carrier. Not many options on there. McGregor and Shaw now trying to work it out. Ball goes through to Hayes. He's carrying it forward. Looking for Bennett up high, who's drifted left. Now the ball with McClung on the right. McClung trying to get it across. Probably needed to carry it a little bit further. Callanan got the ball wide in the left. And from a pretty tight angle, he's put the ball on his reverse. Terrific. Thomas takes a deflection and into the goal. So Angus Callanan gets his name on the board, scoreboard. And Sutherland get the early break in this third quarter, now leading 2-1. Northwest coming forward down the right, but ran out of space. Ball over the sideline. They go back. Hold the ball in the centre. Keeping the ball quite narrow there, trying to leave space out wide. And they go left. Sutherland close in on that one. So Northwest forced back again. Halliard pushing high. Ball gets in behind him. Creates a little half a chance through the centre. Scott Govers tidies up there. Sends the ball long. So Sutherland trying to force a turnover here. in the Northwest half. Alex Shaw goes through Callanan. Now with Mason Neal. Northwest defender getting in front of Neal. Took the ball off him as it was coming through. Northwest now working it forward. Right into the far corner. Shaw tried to go long, but as Piper intercepted that overhead. Now with Govers. Neal back to Govers. Down the sideline, looking for Keelan. Northwest cut it off. Hayes looking for Halyard in the centre. Halyard had his back turned. Didn't see that one coming. Shaw and Callanan, bit of an impenetrable wall there. And so Sutherland concede a penalty corner there. Two batteries there. Northwest changed their battery. Almost constructed the deflection from close in. Mason Neal unfortunately missing the trap up high there. Almost had the opportunity to get away. Keelan just getting his stick on that one over the sideline. Wade Tonner shadowing. Northwest ball from the 25. William Alexander. Callanan just getting a stick on that. Alex Shaw able to mop it up. Finds Callanan going forward. Good ball high. Ackroyd well positioned to save that one. Just found that one on his left pad. Hayes now through the centre. Beats three. And Alexander making a strong tackle there just outside the 25. Good work by Tonner there to keep his feet out of the way. Northwest just getting the restart from the 25 rather than the penalty. And in the end, Northwest seemed to have one striker too few, and the ball went over the sideline. Govers will probably look for the long overhead here. Keelan's chasing, forces a save from the keeper. So Sutherland now streamed forward. Good run by Keelan there to set up that opportunity. Hayden Neal thinking that ball was going through to Hayes. It's really end-to-end stuff here. Good work by McGregor. He's made some good tackles this afternoon. Keelan now trying to work through two. Hayden Neal with a good intercept there. Finds Bennett out left. Finds Hayes going forward. He's gone. He was looking for the 50-yard pass to Keelan at the top of the D, but lifted it. So umpire pulls it out for danger. Sutherland defence there in numbers, which is again Sutherland there in numbers at the top of the D and do enough to get the ball away. McGregor and Shaw. McGregor finds Keelan. Good quick pass to Callan and out wide. And he finds Halyard leading to the right. Halyard's now got 3 on him. He's got to find a way to get this ball away. Halyard appealing for the penalty corner, but the umpire said no, it was a couple of yards out. Hayes now with the ball. After a couple of attempts, Hayes wins the penalty corner. So 5 minutes to go in this third quarter. Sutherland leading 2-1. Important stage of the game. A goal here to Sutherland would be pretty telling. Give them a 2-goal lead. So important for Northwest to defend well here. Ball comes to Halyard. Well, Halyard's picked up where he left off last week. Gone down the goalkeeper's left. Excellent corner. Really got under that, Halyard. And a well taken penalty corner and goal to Christian Halyard. So Sutherland leading 3-1. That makes it a long way back for Northwest. They'll need to take more risks now. Push the extra player forward. Well done by Alex Shaw there in defence. Halyard receiving the ball high. Got Keelan ahead of him and Bennett to his right. Good defence there from Shaw. He did well to keep that ball off his feet. But not that time. So a good spin and the ball onto the feet of Alex Shaw. So penalty corner to Northwest strikers. Great save from Ackroyd. Ackroyd came forward, just read the line of the ball correctly, saved to his left. Good defence there from Hayden Neal. Very unfortunate there. Umpire saying there was a little bit of a body contact or push, but it was a good effort from Neal to get that ball clear. However, another penalty corner, under 2 minutes to go in this quarter, and a chance for Northwest to get one back at the end of the third quarter, get them back into the game. William Alexander, they've gone for the deflection and it's worked. So Alexander's push from the top found Northern District striker in front of Ackroyd, and his deflection gave Ackroyd no opportunity to defend. So Northwest claw one back and Sutherland have the lead 3-2. Tonna through to Hayes, drifting wide this time. Looking for Keelan. Too many Norwest defenders there. Time Norwest come down the left. Callanan back tackling. And this time Callanan wins it. Goes wide to Neal. Into Halyard. To Neal. Seemed over ambitious that pass. But Govers has it from the sideline. With the seconds to go. Sends it into the D towards Bennett. So, end of the third quarter. Sutherland leading 3-2, having outscored Northwest 2-1 in that quarter. I think we can anticipate more shots at goal and perhaps a few more goals in the quarter coming up. So stay with us as we see out the conclusion of this game. So teams back out for the fourth quarter. It's been a manic game. Ball moving end to end. Fairly constant turnover of possession. So Northwest still very much in this with just the 1 goal deficit. That's certainly reachable. Good work by Angus Cullinan on Luke Potter there to keep that ball out. Alexander now with the ball. Northwest pressuring Sutherland. Northwest moving around. Mason Neal up to apply pressure. Use his foot on that occasion. So wide, try the left flank. No, go back around. Good work from Cullinan. Force that turnover. Neal upended there. Just the free hit. Flung across to Shaw, goes wide to Govers. McGregor, back to Shaw. Northwest push up now, trying to close this down. Shaw out to Govers, finds Halyard. Good receive by Halyard, but Northwest take it off him. And they stream forward. That overhead just didn't have enough air underneath it. Halyard with a little overhead to Cullinan, which he misses. So turnover. Great cutout by Shaw. That was a brilliant read. Misdirected pass there, just wide of Halyard. So Northwest come back again. Bennett going off with an injury, and Keelan on. Just hobbled off. Might have got a whack. Patience by Sutherland in defence there. They put pressure up high. When Northwest threw the ball forward, they got around it in numbers. Mason Neal let that one go through to Keelan. He's in the D now with Neal. I think he found a stick check there. So Alexander walks it up. Sutherland strikers trying to keep the ball in front. Keelan doing the running at the moment. Ball through, picked off by McClung, and he finds Keelan. Just eludes him. That was a good option from McClung. Looks long. Saw Keelan making the lead. Work by Arthur there to retain possession in the centre. Alexander coming forward with the overhead. Gone wide, but that'll beat the striker to the sideline. Sutherland looking a little more in control in defence this quarter. Been a bit more patient, closing the player down when they come forward. Neil carrying it forward, looking for Keelan, finds Mason. Neil tangles sticks, but Neil keeps it. He was looking for his brother out to the right there, but just a little deflection from Northwest was enough to put the ball off its line. Good pick by Angus Callanan. Excellent intercept. Halyard with the ball, goes left. And his shot was blocked. Callanan had got through to the right post, hoping for a pass. Now Norwest come forward. Excellent pass. Ackroyd makes the save, but in doing so knocks the ball onto McGregor's foot. So penalty corner to Norwest. That all came out of a turnover and a fast counter attack. Increasingly there the chances or the situations where the best attacking opportunities emerge. So Norwest with the first penalty corner of this quarter and a chance to bring the scores back level, which would set us up for a pretty compelling last 8 or 9 minutes. That ball rocketed into McGregor's leg. Must have been below the knee. Well, he's limping a fair bit. That had some knots on it, that last one. Another attempt for the sliding deflection. The umpire said that went off a Sutherland stick, so Northwest have the ball from the 25, very close to getting that striker. Ball across the face of the goal. Still with Norwest. They come again. Hayden Neal in front. Good little jab, but ball still with Norwest from the 25. Plenty of pressure here from Norwest. They've had 2 penalty corners out of it. Well done from McGregor. Just unfortunate there. Was a stick check. That's off McGregor's foot again. But outside the D. Just a free hit. Ball's travelled 5. Into the D. And Shaw there to make sure it doesn't cross the goal line. Great intercept from Neil, well read. Needs to put it onto Halyard's stick. Instead, Norwest come back. Hayes read that one well. Comes forward. Manages to pick up a stick check. Very, very difficult for the defender with the ball off the ground not to concede that little stick check. Hayes has gone low, long, had Keelan up high, but there was just a little stick in there from Norwest that deflected it off the line. Good overhead touch from Neil. Stop that transfer. So you get the impression that Sutherland just hanging on here. Wave after wave of Norwest attack. So Norwest opt to go back. Back to the centre of the field. Alexander with the ball. Goes left this time. Keelan crosses. Trying to hold it up. Ball in the D. Stopped by Ackroyd. So Sutherland trying to work it out. Keelan with the ball at the halfway line. That was a good clearance from Shaw. Keelan needs to retain here, and he's done that. No, off Keelan's stick over the sideline. So Norwest come forward again. And that one just a little bit long. Shorted. Tonner wide left. Back into McGregor, finds Hayes in the centre. Shaw. Keelan and Bennett right up high. That ball goes forward from Halyard. Keelan has it in the D. Taken out by the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper has slid underneath Keelan's legs. Keelan's flat on his back, but umpire decided that's the ball from the sideline. So Tonner comes up to that. Southern will be trying to keep the ball in here. Northwest will most likely resort to the overhead. Halyard right in front, trying to block it. So they've gone left. Shaw with the intercept. Couldn't stop it from going over the sideline. Just a little bit desperate there from Norwest. Had to try and force the pace, and in doing so lifted the ball. So McGregor now from the sideline, and he goes long. That's off the Northwest striker's body. Hayes will take the ball just outside the 25. Halyard moving in the D. Bennett gets the ball. Couldn't beat the defender. Shaw with the ball now. An overhead from him to Hayes. That was well positioned. Hayes takes the penalty with the defender within 5 yards. Yard was made the good lead, just couldn't make the trap. McClung now with the ball from the sideline. Sends the ball long, looking for Keelan, but Keelan didn't make the lead early enough into space, so Norwest come back again. Trying to work the ball down this left sideline. Minute and a half. Alexander in the centre. Hayes trying to poach the ball from him. Good work by McGregor there. Alexander just outside. So the ball's just outside the 25. Back to Alexander. Halliard putting pressure on, trying to keep in front of it. Lifted ball just outside the D. So another chop opportunity. Norwest will be looking for the penalty corner at this stage. Deflection in. And a real opportunity there. Just outside the penalty spot. Deflected wide. Good work by Callanan there, blocks the ball over the sideline. Bennett with a tackle, and he sends the ball to the opposite end of the field. With 5 seconds left, that looks like the final play. There's full time. So in this critical round 10 game, PL1 Sutherland finish winners 3-2 over Norwest Strikers. And in the earlier games this afternoon, Norwest Strikers 3-2 were victors over Sutherland second grade. And in the third grade, Macquarie Uni finished 5-2 ahead of Sutherland. So thanks for your attendance on the stream this afternoon. I hope you enjoyed the action here from the State Hockey Centre, Sydney Olympic Park. So on behalf of Luke Domro and the production crew, this is Craig Turner. So good afternoon and have a good weekend.